Hello and welcome back to Electronic 32018. I'm Tim Rogers with Kotaku.com. We're here at the Square Enix booth. I've listened to the viewers, and I've taken my sunglasses off and replaced them with regular glasses. I'm suffering because there is a very bright light just shining in my face. It makes it very hard to make personable eye contact with the lens. I've also brushed my hair a little bit. And let me tell you, I got a bunch of hair dust on my glasses now. It's kind of hard to see. I should wipe my glasses off. I don't mean dandruff, I mean hair dust. I hang out in a lot of old libraries, so I had a lot of dust in my hair. Let me tell you, trying to comb this hair, it's a lost cause. That, however, is a just cause. That's a terrible joke. That game Just Cause 4, they should call it Just Cause for no reason, right? That's a good joke. This impresses me a lot because you see how you can see the shadow of the letters, the D and the M there, the O and the A? It's like a secret code, like they're trying to give you a piece of in-game lore. It says Doma. What does that mean in the context of the game? What is Doma? Now, so here's the thing. Lately with video games and media properties, it's seen as gutsy and bold to not just call it Tomb Raider 3, just call it Shadow of the Tomb Raider. The previous one was Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, usually with these media properties, it's like Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, Twilight, like whatever. Like you don't actually know what order they're supposed to go in, and sometimes it feels wrong. I gotta say, with the Tomb Raider games, there's Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, R and S. That's alphabetical, right? Also, imagine the Tomb Raider lying down on the ground, perhaps taking a nap. When she rises, then she casts the shadow. So logically, Shadow of the Tomb Raider follows Rise of the Tomb Raider. The sun rises and casts shadows. Before the sun rises, there's no light, no shadows. Without light, there is no shadow. Shadow of the Tomb Raider coming 2018. Xbox One, PS4, check it out. I love it. Good looking video game. They know what they're doing with the graphics. Now, do we see this right here? What does this look like? Now, see, in New York, we would assume this is a line for really good sandwiches. That guy's into it. However, this is a line to play Kingdom Hearts. So I've noticed a fundamental difference between Kingdom Hearts fans and other fans. Do we want to, let's walk the line and take a look here. I happen to know for a fact that a lot of people who hate Kingdom Hearts play it anyway, just to make fun of it. And that's mean, that's rude. Play it because you like it. If you don't like it, don't play it. Conversely, I make fun of Kingdom Hearts, but I love it. Let me rephrase that. I viciously make fun of Kingdom Hearts. Violently, viciously, I make fun of Kingdom Hearts, but I absolutely love the experience of playing it. What does that make me? Not a hater. A hater has an agenda. I don't have an agenda. I just love making fun of dumb stuff. Just admit it's kind of silly, you know? It's a little bit silly. You got Goofy, Donald Duck, and a kid who fell out of Final Fantasy and bought a pair of clown shoes, venturing through these grim worlds, fighting cloaked figures who talk like Camus fan fiction. It's pretty weird. And then there's Mickey Mouse. He's like an assassin, like a king, like a dark emperor. Like, I'm not sure I understand. I mean, I'm just not sure. So we can see the game from here. You'll notice that Goofy now looks like this. That's a joke. That's Monsters, Inc. Goofy. The guy's name is Goofy, right? Don't make fun of him. You're literally giving him exactly what he wants. Kotaku? You like Kotaku?
Yes, I do, man. Kotaku's the best.
Kotaku's awesome. I love watching.
Better than IGN.
Better. See, I didn't say it, but he said it. I make fun of these games sometimes. Sometimes I make fun of them, but I love these games. Yeah. I make jokes about it because it's look at this. That's pretty silly.
But it's awesome though. It's like creative as hell.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious, and the people making it clearly are having fun. The way how dark the story is, like they're clearly just like laughing and having a good time making these funny. It's so dark that it's funny to me.
Yeah, honestly, the whole story about Kingdom Hearts is very dark in a way, but it's also very like lovey with like friendship also. So it kind of just blends well, it mixes well, like 50-50.
Everything weird about modern art and culture is just like in here. And that's why it's beautiful. That's why I make fun of it, but I also love it. How old were you when you played the first Kingdom Hearts?
Oh man, I was like 9 years old probably.
That's like me and Zelda, basically. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like 9 or 10, and ever since then, I've bought every single console, every single game for that console for Kingdom Hearts.
are you going to be playing this on PlayStation 4 Pro?
PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm a hardcore PS4 fan, so. Yeah,
What about you, PlayStation 4 Pro?
PlayStation 4 Pro all the way.
We'd had Kingdom Hearts when I was 9 years old. I would have thrown up all over myself. I would have been that excited.
True. I've done that a few times. No, I'm just kidding.
See? All right, well, we're going to get going. It's nice meeting you. Check out Kotaku.com. As we've just witnessed, there's a line of about 200, 250 hyper-passionate fans lined up to play Kingdom Hearts here. Kingdom Hearts 3. It's inspired that kind of... These people have waited for 10 years or more to play this game. 13 years. 16 years. They've been waiting ever since they first played Kingdom Hearts to play Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 4. It's all they want. I don't need to play Kingdom Hearts 3 on the show floor of E3 2018. No, because I play it in my head. I play it in my head every night. I dream dark nightmares of this game, of its inevitability. In my dark nightmares, as I await this game, all Goofy can say, all he speaks is gorsh. Just gorsh, 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 gorsh. Just over and over and over again. Do you want to know what Kingdom Hearts is to me? Imagine a doctor, like one of those doctors who's sitting on the other side of a desk and discloses to you your terminal illness. Imagine this doctor, and you sit down across from him, and he folds his hands and says, "Well," and I say, "How is it, Doc?" And he says, "Let me explain it to you this way." And he takes a bucket of popcorn out from under his desk, and he puts the popcorn on the desk. And he says, "I want you to eat one piece of this popcorn, just one piece." And I say, "Okay." And I take one piece and I eat it. I crunch it with my molars and I swallow it. And he says, "Was it delicious?" And I say, "Yes." And he says, "Was it buttery?" And I say, "Yes." And he says, "Was it salty?" And I say, "Yes." And he says, "Do you want more?" And I say, "Of course I do." And he says, "Well, you can't have more. I want you to sit right here and stare at this popcorn until the air conditioning in this room biodegrades it to nothing." And then on his way out, he says, "Oh, by the way, that popcorn is Kingdom Hearts 3. That's how I've felt about Kingdom Hearts 3 for the last godforsaken 10 years of my life. I'm sweating here just thinking about it. I'm getting shiny thinking about Kingdom Hearts. I won't lie. I have, in the past, violently and viciously made fun of Kingdom Hearts online because it's just so easy. It's a dumb, weird, goofy thing, but I play these games and I sit there with my big gamer headphones on and I just sit there with my eyes like god darn billiard balls just wide open and I just play through this whole thing. Then I get online and I go, lol, Kingdom Hearts. And then people from the GameFAQs forums show up and spam my comments. Don't spam my comments. This game rules. Like, come on. It's huge and it's weird and it's beautiful. I wouldn't have it any other way than kinda goofy. I love how in the Toy Story world, you notice they look like they're made out of plastic. They're like Lego toys. That's funny. Oh, look at this HDR on this train over here. There's like this sort of glorious Disneyland parade train, just kind of, it's wonderful. So there's Disneyland rides. You see like the water droplet effects here, those particles. It's just so many graphical techniques just popping off like fireworks all at once in these games. They've had a decade I mean, just to try to get a glimpse of how remarkable this is, whether you like Disney or Final Fantasy or not, to get the tiniest microscopic idea of how remarkable these games are. They've had hundreds of developers and artists working on this daily, 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, for goddarn 10 years. You very, very seldom get a chance to look at or even think about a video game that's had that many hundreds of thousands of hours of work put into it. As a person with just the slightest knowledge of how video games get made, it's kind of an enormously remarkable opportunity to just see this game. And I feel like it's homework for anyone who wants to know about video games, whether you're interested in it or not, to just play through it and just see this is what it looks like when a game has all the stuff, everything. None of the fans will be disappointed by this game. And that's a very interesting hypothetical situation, is a game that dissatisfies no one. I'm looking at the faces here. I don't see disgust on any of these faces. I see delight. I only see delight. I like reading how Tetsuya Nomura, director and character designer, just loves to troll his 3D artists and try to do stuff that will challenge or annoy them. Like the story about him putting multiple belts on characters is he started putting belts on the characters and then he kept doing it because he was waiting for a 3D artist to tell him, or just to ask, hey man, why do all these characters have so many belts on them? He was like waiting for years for someone to ask, and they never did because I guess they respect him too much and they're afraid of insulting him. That's so funny to me. All these little things, just strange little things. There's Sora. Big goof. His hand is bigger than my torso. You see that? He could rip my stomach out through my back. That's a hard way to rip a stomach out. Oh, they've got some green screen situation going on. Do you see this? I want myself with a keyblade. I feel like a scumbag if I'm skipping a line, though it doesn't look like there's... I really want to be in a picture with a keyblade. Should I? I really want to do it. I mean, it is video content, right? Like I can't just not do it. Well, that was hilarious. Thank you, thanks. I did it. Let's continue out of this booth. Let's continue out of here. This is good. So here's an interesting thing. We just saw the Kingdom Hearts line. Hundreds of people, hundreds, playing Kingdom Hearts, ready to play Kingdom Hearts, lined up. Probably they're going to be waiting there for hours. And they were all standing up. However, if we look at this Dragon Quest line, many of the people in line for Dragon Quest are sitting down. You know why? Because Dragon Quest people, they're just more laid back. You know, they're just chill, and that's me. I played all of this Dragon Quest XI. I played it on Saturday morning. I'd wake up on Saturday morning and just play it for about 2 hours. This game was my Saturday morning cartoons. I've been told by the booth staff that the line is about an hour and a half. Many of them are sitting down, and if you play the game, you get a free t-shirt. I want this t-shirt. Can we go take a look at this t-shirt? Let's take a look at it. In my house, I have hundreds of dollars worth of Dragon Quest merchandise. Hundreds of dollars worth of it. I have all the Dragon Quest games from Japan on a wall, lined up, beautiful. Just all lined up and ready. I've played this game. I have the special limited edition Dragon Quest PlayStation 4. I have the slime controller. I have the big box that has a Lodo's sword, and then the PS4 copy and the 3DS copy. There is absolutely no way I am not going to get this t-shirt. However, I do not have time to do it right now. Did I look like a psycho? Oh my God, I look like a complete weirdo. I love this.
You look so cool.
You know what I look like? I look like a guy who was born stupid however, will not die hungry. Video games forever. Kotaku.com. At electronic32018. Can you get this guy? Get this guy. Get this guy. Give him a little bit. Yeah, that's Dragon Quest. I love Dragon Quest. I love Dragon Quest. I love Dragon Quest. Should I say that a couple more times in that exact same intonation? I love Dragon Quest.